A Rare Vintage, Lesbian First-Time Sex, written by Kelly Sanders, narrated by T.K. Love. My name is Lydia, and as a woman of, let's just say, advanced age, I find I have for quite some time found meeting people and forming relationships to be a bit of a hassle. You see, my marriage to my ex-husband fell apart after 10 years of faithful matrimony after I slowly discovered that my real persuasion was for other women. It was a terrible time in my life, as he had been the perfect husband to me. However, the heart wants what the heart wants, and mine had realized that it really didn't want a man. We parted, and since then I had experimented with my newly uncovered sexuality, engaging in a series of naughty encounters with women I had met over the internet. It was an electrifying thrill, meeting someone new purely for the purpose of fucking each other, and for a while that was enough to satiate my desires. I went about my normal business, working during the day, socializing with my supportive and loving friends of an evening, and even joining a tennis club to get myself into shape. I was never what anyone would consider overweight, although my ample bust did have a habit of amplifying my modest curves. As I quickly discovered, they were sometimes a bit of a hindrance when playing tennis as well, as during particularly heated matches I would find myself wobbling off balance as they seemed to have their own center of gravity. It had been a few months since my last sexual encounter, and I was naturally growing frustrated by the lack of action. I spent many a lonely night on my bed, touching myself and employing the use of my burgeoning collection of toys. Then, one beautiful warm spring evening after work, I attended the tennis club for some serving practice. Normally I would go with my friend Julie, but she was busy that night, leaving me all alone to practice by myself. After an exhaustive session, I retired to the changing room to shower and get ready for home. The feel of the hot water beating down all over my skin was addictive, and I stayed in the showers for a while as a few other people came and went. Then I noticed another new person standing 2 showers down. I watched out of the corner of my eye as she turned on the sprinklers and bathed herself in soapy suds as the mist accumulated around her legs and waist. I tried not to spy, but as she smothered her soap all over her large, juicy breasts, I couldn't help but feel the tingle of excitement forming around my clit. I wanted so desperately to start playing with myself, as if it was all just a seedy little peep show for my own amusement. I knew I couldn't, though, and instead decided to make for the cubicles to get changed. That night, however, no matter how hard I tried, I simply could not nudge the thought of the mystery blonde out of my mind, even stopping me from getting to sleep. It was only after some particular...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?